Happy Monday, everybody. I know there's a lot of people who do not like Mondays, but I'm not one of them. I love Mondays. And why do I love Mondays? Because Mondays means it's Amigurumi Monday. And I do have an update for you guys as promised. So we had left off where I want to say last week we had finished. Let me grab him real quick. We had finished Peter the Pig, and I have not started what's the girl's name? Penelope or the baby mini pig yet. I had seen where, and I know a lot of you watch Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches, and recently she had put out a tutorial for a little, uh, Dragosaurus. Um, I have really been loving her content lately. I mean, I've always loved her content as long as I've been watching her. But here lately, she has become addicted to amigurumi. And we all know that's right up my alley. So I have been really enjoying watching her glow with all these little critters and creatures and everything she's been making. And she recently tweaked a pattern, made it her own from a not so good kit from Michaels, and came up with her own version. Everybody loved it. She put out a tutorial. So I saved it and I was like, I'm going to make that. You guys know I'm not much on tutorials. I don't follow them very often. But with this one, I could not hold myself back. So I picked out some yarn. This was Jen's, it's Dee the Sleeping Dragosaurus. And this is what hers looked like. It is probably blowing it out. But they are so stinking cute. I couldn't say no. I have some plans for gifts for littles. I have some plans to make some for donation. So I decided that I was going to check out the tutorial because, like I said, I don't do the whole tutorial thing very often. I'm more of a written pattern kind of girl. And so this was my first time following one of Jennifer's patterns. And so I picked out some of this Bernat baby blanket frosting in the color, I want to say it's Berry Berry. Yes, Berry Berry. And these are 10.5 ounces or 300 grams, 220 yards or 201 meters. And it's 100% polyester, classified as a super bulky number 6. And I'm not going to do hook and needle recommendations because I was using it for amigurumi, so we don't even follow that. But this is the Berry Berry. It's like a lot of purplish maroon, baby pink. Um, this is some of the newer line, the frosting. And I had gotten some of this at the Joann's liquidation and also at my local Walmart because right after they got it, they clearanced them out for $5. So, we have plenty of these. So I picked this and then I wanted a coordinating color for the little spines. I guess you would call them spines that run down the back. So, excuse me, guys, my voice has been atrocious today. So I picked out this Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle in the color Planetary Purple Sparkle. And it has all of the same specifications as the Berry Berry. But this is the Planetary Purple Sparkle. I think you can see it sparkle a little bit. I don't know if this will... I think that just made it worse. But it has a lot of sparkle in it. So I paired it with this. I thought it went very well together. And I'm going to get these out of my way. And this is my version of Jennifer, over at Cinnamon Stitches, Sleepy Dee Dee, the Sleeping Dragosaurus. I think it is so stinking cute. I think the pattern, her tutorial is awesome. I got to get that out of the way right there. You guys know I don't like to do tutorials. I prefer the written. But her tutorial, awesome. I think that even a beginner who knows your basic stitches could make this fairly quickly. She walks you through the whole thing step by step. And I think she is so stinking cute. There she is. I overstepped the body a little bit, only because I don't know why, but I was getting a ridge waistline from where we started to increase. So I just went ahead and stuffed it, but it's still very squishy soft. So yeah, there she is. I like her. I think she's cute. Maybe you can see the, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe you can, but anyhow, there she is. She looks like a lilac. I think she's cute. I do plan on making more. I already have some yarn picked out for the second one. I'm going to do it in some more of the baby blanket, the Burnett baby blanket frosting. This one is the colorway Seaside. And it's got like aquas and a little darker blue, some greenish. That's just, maybe that's a little better. And then for the spiny bits, I'm going to use this leftover ball. This is also sparkle. I think you can see it. It pairs well with the aqua color in here and really pulls it out, and it's blowing it out. It's fading it out, really. I wish you could see it the way I could see it, but maybe you can see it a little better like that. But yeah, I figured this color right here, and it's a random ball. I don't know the name of the color because if there is a label, I don't know where it's at right now. It might be in a scrap bag and this got moved around. And so the label is in another scrap bag. Because I have like 3 different bags that have different scrap balls left over of blanket yarn from where I've made other projects. So this will be the second one that I'll work on here and there. They don't really take all that long. And I think this is going to be super cute in this. So there we go. There's Dee Dee. Although I've started calling her Lilac. She is so cute. And the congestion is real, guys. Congestion is real from this weather we're having. I think it's blowing some things in that I am so not used to. So I also started working on something else. And this is a designer. I love her stuff. I had not made anything from her patterns yet. So her writing is a little bit slightly different. So I'm trying to get used to it. And I think I've finally gotten the swing of it. now that I can actually sit down and concentrate on it in the evenings, when I get a chance. And the project is actually for a family member. Y'all know that my Uncle Lyndon was here recently on vacation, and usually he will tell me he likes something, stuff like that. Well, he fell in love when I showed this book right here, when I got this, by Polushka Bunny. This one is Woodland Whimsy, Amigurumi Animals and Toy Clothes, crochet edition, because she also has a knit edition. Maybe someday I'll learn to knit and be as good enough to actually make uh, knitted stuffed animals. But up until then, I love making crochet ones, and I've heard it takes longer. So, but anyhow, when I did a flip through book look for it, let me see if I can. I think, is this the right one? My uncle actually fell in love with the badger right here. And we talked a lot about him. And so when he came on vacation, because we were still talking about this little badger, um, I had him come in here in the yarn room and pick out the yarns he wanted to make the badger in the colors that he preferred. Because these are so not his colors at all. He's more of earth tones, so to speak, darkers. So we did a lot of talking about this. We ironed out all the details, and as you can see, I have my notes right here, as to what he wants, what colors where. So I am in process of working on the badger and his outfit. And so I started with his hat. And I don't know if they have a better picture of it. Better. Maybe. Right there. It's kind of like a newsboy kind of hat. Um, and for that hat, my uncle picked out a big twist vortex. And it is the colorway Starstruck. It is a medium weight number 4, and it is 328 yards or 300 meters, 5.29 ounces or 150 grams, 100% acrylic. So this is the yarn, and you can tell the center's gone. Because, yep, Missy's been working with it. But we did get the hat done. And I have to say, this hat looks super cute in this colorway. So I'm going to set this over here for right now. I had to frog it at first a couple times, but once I got the hang of it, I think it is so cute. And mind you, I want to say she uses, is it DK weight yarns? I looked it up once. Page 6. Uh, Sport weight. I want to say she uses sport weight. So I'm using 4 weight, which means this badger is going to be pretty big. And I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But here's his little newsboy hat right here. I think it is so cute. And you can tell by the size of the hat that he's going to be a big boy. And that's fine. That's fine. And I cannot wait to see um, this little guy come to life. I think he's going to be so cool. But I have my bag over here, and he's already picked out his complementary colors. And I got fuzzies from where I was working on. Yeah, we got fuzzies everywhere. It is in my Missy's Yarniverse bag. Thank you, Rainee. I absolutely love it. And these are the colors. And that'll be going with the hat. So, yep. And there's some black in there too. You just can't see it right here. It's dark. Yeah. But yeah, he's got his colors all picked out. And they complement each other very well. So, I'm super excited to have started, and I'm getting fuzzies everywhere, to have started on this. And I don't have like a time frame that I have to get it done, but at the same time, I don't want it to be one of those projects that meanders very long. So, I'm going to be putting time in on it. I'll slip that in there in a minute. Yeah, I don't want it to meander for very long. Because I know he's going to be pretty big, and yeah, I want to see him come to life, and I will be showing progress every Monday on how much I've got done, and when I'm able to make another DD, this Sleeping Dragosaurus. Um, she's so cuddly. She's so cuddly. Um, so yeah, that was my Ami Monday. I was going to start one of the other pigs, but I think we had had the discussion a while ago that when I make too many things that are the same over and over, like right together, I get burnout. And I don't want to do that with the pigs by doing all three of them consecutively. So I'm kind of spacing out projects with that. So yeah. But this is one of those quick makes where like I'm doing a piece here and there, and then I'm just sitting on the table next to my recliner in a little basket. And then once I have all the pieces and parts done, then we're putting her together so she's pretty quick. So I don't know exactly how quick she would be if I actually sat down and did it all at one time, but we all know I can't sit that long at a time. So that, and I'm working on other projects. I actually need to do a crochet catch up because I'm finding that you guys don't ever see the blankets that I work on for hospice until they're done. And then I show them like end of month totals. And I don't want to continue to do that. But also, we have 100 days of Halloween that will be starting uh, Wednesday. I want to say it's Wednesday, the 23rd. I'll need to check it. I'm almost positive. Um, and I've been talking to Rainee over at the Woolly Llama. She will be linked in the description box. Every time I mention her or any of my other yarny friends and sisters, I will always link them. So you can go check them out if you don't already. But we've been really wanting to do Halloween projects. And with 100 Days of Halloween, it's always kind of hard to like work on a bigger project So we've been discussing doing something that's in bite-sized pieces and working on a little something every day. And hopefully, we will be able to get those rolling and doing them. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is her brainchild, her idea. I told her I would participate because it did sound like a lot of fun and it's something I've been wanting to do for quite a while anyway. So, with that, I guess I'm going to let you guys go before I totally lose my entire voice. And hopefully, I will be back tomorrow. I have an idea for something we need to talk about. And hopefully, I'll have a voice and can do that. Um, but if not, I will definitely see you guys on Wednesday for Wednesday Wipeout. So, with that, I'm going to say goodbye and leave you with these parting words. Life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day and keep reaching for the stars in your yarn. So, till next time, guys, love you bunches. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.